Okay, addition and subtraction word problems within 100. I'm not going to go on the same rant I always go on about word problems. Let's just get it done, shall we? If we had 30 gold coins and 43 silver coins, that's 73 coins all in all. At least the addition isn't terribly difficult. And that's the other thing about word problems, and I just promised I'm not going to go off on a rant, but I'm going to anyway. A lot of the time, a quote-unquote word problem is actually given as an easier problem. They give you easier math because you have to translate from words to math. So the problems actually end up being mathematically easier. Okay, the sly fox took 13 eggs from Kara's basket. She still has 11 eggs. How many did she have before? Now, because the sly fox stole the eggs, we might think that it is subtraction, but because we are essentially rewinding time back to before the fox stole it, we actually had the 11 eggs that she still has now, plus the 13 that the fox stole. She originally had 24. A number which makes perfect sense because normally eggs are sold by the dozen. A brave fox, as opposed to a sly fox, went to rescue her best friend from a high tower. She had a rope that was 19 meters long, but that was 12 meters shorter than the height to the window. What is the height to the window? So this time, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add, right? The amount of rope that she had plus the extra distance that she had to go. 19 plus 12 is 31 meters, which is really tall. A whale watcher keeps account of how many whales she sees each day. On Monday, she saw 17 whales. On Tuesday, she saw 33 whales. What was the total number she saw on Monday and Tuesday? Now we're looking for a total number, so we're going to take the two and add them. 33 plus 17, I see 50, because 30 plus 10 is 40, 3 plus 7 is 10. The answer is 50, not 59. And that's addition word problems within 100. Now we use some subtraction word problems within 100. The animal shelter has 54 cats and 97 dogs. How many fewer cats? We're going to subtract. And I believe we get 43. Again, for me, pretty automatic because there is no carrying or borrowing here. But again, please, please, please utilize those strategies instead of just reaching for the calculator. Unless you're doing it for a practical reason. Obviously, like if you're at the store and you need to figure out how much something costs, use the calculator, fine. But when you are sitting down to learn math, please put the calculator away unless you really, really need it. Joanna had 63 building blocks. She got more for her birthday. She now has 92. 92 minus 63. I think that's what I'm actually going to write down. I think so. Let's do that. Nope, still eraser. I keep forgetting to change back from my eraser after I erase my board. So I need 92 minus 63. Well, 12 minus 3 is 9, since I'm borrowing that 1. Again, recognizing that 90 plus 2 is the same thing as 80 plus 12. And then 80 minus 60 is 2, so we get 29. Remembering to switch back to the pen. I did just say 29, right? 70, 80, 92. Okay, good. Marie has a shark. I was about to say a shark of collection teeth. Man, it's only 7:30 and I'm exhausted. Marie has a collection of sharp... Take two. Hold on. Okay. One more time, shall we? Marie has a collection of shark teeth. When her uncle returns from vacation, he brings her 14 more shark teeth. Yeah, I got this one. Ugh, it's fresh. Here you go. Now Marie has 51 shark teeth. How many did she have before? 51 minus 14, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that 51 minus 10 is 41, minus another 4 is 40, 39, 38, 37. I really want to try to showcase lots of different ways to do this addition and subtraction to let you know that they're all okay. There are 68 bats in the vampire cave, and there are 39 more bats in the vampire cave than the witchy cave. So let's utilize another one of those strategies. I'm going to subtract 40 and get 28, and then I'm going to add 1 to get 29. Subtracting 40 and adding 1 is the same thing as subtracting 39. And that's that. Okay. We are 63% of the way through add and subtract within 100. I think we can finish this unit, and that'll be that for the evening. Add and subtract on the number line word problems. So again, now we're combining ideas in different ways so that students can begin to really make a lot of connections between them. Mom had 19 pennies. Then Mom found 23 more pennies on the couch, 31 more pennies in the car, and 15 more pennies under the rug. Man, they do not clean this house very often, clearly. No judgment, it's not like I clean my apartment that often. Which number line shows how many total pennies Mom has? So we started at 23, which is the same thing as starting at 0 and adding 23, right? So that's 23. Oh no, we started at 19. See, I'm getting caught up in the wording here. We started at 19, so I think B is the correct one. We start at 19, then we add 23 to get 42, then we add 31 to get 73, then we add 15 to get 88 miles per hour. Marty, you have to get in the DeLorean! Don't mind me. Grandpa bought a bag with 79 pieces of food to feed the birds at the pond. It reminds me of there's a video going around right now about a guy sitting down with like 8 pounds of hot dogs and feeding a bunch of fat little squirrels during a snowy day. And it's the most adorable and wholesome thing ever. Grandpa bought a bag with 79 pieces of food to feed the birds at the pond. Grandpa fed 14 pieces of food to the ducklings, 17 to the seagulls. Do not feed the seagulls. Don't encourage them. And 32 pieces to swans. Which number line shows how many pieces of food Grandpa has left? So he started with 79. Then he he gave away 14 to make 65. Kestrel says that seagulls are rats with wings, and I say that is a slander upon rats. Rats are wonderful and cuddly and adorable. Maybe not sewer rats, but that's not their fault. It's just where they grew up. 79 minus 14 is 65, minus 17 is 48, minus another 32 should give me 16 pieces of food left. The Dallas Cowboys had 13 points at halftime. I used to care about football, but... Then the Cowboys scored 14 more in the third and 21 more in the fourth quarter. Which number line shows how many they scored? So they started at 13, then they gained 14 to make 27, then they gained 21 to make 48 points. What did B get wrong? B started at 13 and then added another 13 for some reason, and then 14, and then 21. So for some reason, person B started at 13 and then added another 13. This second one would actually work if it started at 0, right? If we started at 0, then you would add 13 to make 26, and the rest of it would be correct. So I like problems that let you sort of see how could B be correct. There is a way, there is one small adjustment that we could make that would make B correct as well, and it's just a thing to keep in mind while you're going through these problems. And then finally, Jack had 89 magic beans. He starts at 89, he drops 32, 24, and 18. This one is wrong because it's going the wrong way. 33 minus 18, well, let's see. 33 minus 20 is 13, plus 2 is 15. I see 15 magic beans. I think that's right. Excellent. Getting there. We're 69% of the way through. Nice. Two-step addition word problems within 100. So two-step just means we're doing 3 addition problems, right? So I'm going to be utilizing my pen a lot. We have someone who read 12 pages, and then 16 pages, and then 68 pages. And we just want to add those up. And again, the way I do that is, oh yeah, this 8 and this 2 makes 10. Cool. So now we've got 96. That's my thought process. That's how I go through this problem. During a camping trip, Anna ate 39 grapes and Zan ate 22 grapes. There were 14 grapes left, so we're going to add. And let's add in a different way this time. Let's say, because we're just adding 14, 22, and 39. So let's take 14 plus 40. That'll give us 54. And then I subtract 1. That gives me 53. I have now combined the 14 and the 39. And then 53 plus 22 I can do really easily because there's no carrying or borrowing, right? It's just 75. At Camp Sunshine, 4 kids went home sick. Of the remaining campers, 18 went hiking, that's 22, and another 41 swimming, that's 63 kids. With practice, you too can wow your friends with being able to do basic arithmetic in your head mostly correctly, most of the time. A farmer plants 28 trees in March, 27 in April, 40 in May. This is an easy one for me because 8 and 7 is 15. So I know the ones place is a 5, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus the 1 from the 15, 95 trees total. And that's two-step addition word problems within 100. Now we do the same exact thing for subtraction. Grandpa made 60 cookies. His grandkids ate 36 cookies, making 24. Grandma ate 18. 24 minus 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's 6. There are 6 cookies left. Ming had 59 birthday cupcakes. He gave 30 to his classmates at school, and then his family ate another 11 at home. Yes, fingers work always. Use those fingers when you're counting up and down. That's what they're for. So I'm going to pretend that Ming had 60 birthday cupcakes. So if Ming has 60, then after giving away 30, there should be 30. But minus another 1 is 29. Minus another 18, let's see. 29 minus 11 is going to be 18. Now again, I'm doing this in my head, but you don't have to. And here, let's do even one more totally new novel way of looking at this. Okay. Tio had $62 in his piggy bank. He took out 17 to buy a stuffed animal. He also took out 18 to give his brother. What if instead of doing 62 minus 17 minus 18, what if instead, although this is still valid, what if instead we took the 17 and the 18 and added them? Right? Since we're taking away 2 different amounts, if we add those 2 amounts up, and then we could take that total away from 62. So let's see. Well, this is 15. So 17 plus 18 is 35. So the actual problem is 62 minus 35, which you can solve in any way you want. Now, in this particular case, I don't think this was the most efficient way to go about it, but it could work. It could very well work. If you're subtracting over and over again, you can always just total up the things you're subtracting and do all the subtraction once. That's called distribution, and it's another thing that comes up later on down the line. So let's go ahead and get this over with. So 60 plus 2 is the same thing as 50 plus 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. 5 minus 3 is 2. Our total is $27 left. That's 3. One more. 96 books for sale. Arnold bought 32 books. That brings us down to 64. Minus 31 is 33 books. Excellent.